welcome back to my video. This is going to be the last, and I mean last, empties of 2017. So let's get started. We've got a ton of stuff in here to go through. A lot of things that I went through as far as food, pet supplies, makeup, vitamins. I see a little of everything in here. So let's get started. First off, my nails are still on here. It has been about what's today? Friday. I put them on Tuesday, so about 4 days. One of them did pop off. My thumb did pop off like the next day, just because I was sleeping somehow weird under the pillow. Like I have a tendency to put my hands under the pillow as I'm sleeping, and it literally popped off, and I found it under my pillow. And but I glued it back on, and I think the reason that happened is honestly, this was the first nail that I glued on, and I didn't know what I was doing. You know, guys, if you watch that video on these nails, I didn't know what I was doing. So I think I babied this nail, and I think I did not put enough glue on it. So I think that's the reason it popped off. But these have been doing wonderfully. I have been, you know, cleaning the house with it. I've been dusting. I've been doing dishes. Wearing my little rubber gloves as much as I can, so to avoid a lot of moisture in it. But, you know, nevertheless, I am not babying them. I've gone around. I've been shopping. I've been opening bags up and packages, and you know, sweeping floors and dealing with pets. As you can see, there's Biscuit. He's doing great. He's just hanging out with me today. He's doing a lot better with his back, and he got himself up on that little ottoman there quietly, and he's sitting there right now quietly. So let's just hope that he, you know, doesn't really start to bark or anything. If he does, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, stop the video and start it again. So I think he's into that little bone over there that he's going to be gnawing on. So if you hear any sucky slurpy noises, that's him. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. In no particular order, I'm going to go through my basket here and talk to you guys about a lot of these products. And there's a lot of them. So let's get started. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on each one, but I am going to make mention of it. The Greenies pill pockets, these have been a lifesaver for me. I've gone through 2 packets of this now with Biscuit and his back being out, and he at one time he was on 3 different medications at the same time. So he was on a painkiller, he was on a steroid, he was on a muscle relaxant, and I put everything into these pill pockets. They come in various flavors. This one happens to be hickory smoke flavor. But there's also a peanut butter flavor, and there's a chicken flavor. So there you go. Hopefully you'll get that. There you go. And these have been really good. They run up there. They're about $9–10 for a package of 30. But totally well worth it. You don't have to fiddle with trying to hide the pill in their food or trying to shove it down their throat or whatever. You know how it is, guys. If you have pets, you try to avoid any, you know, trauma with them psychologically to, you know, shove stuff into their mouths. And of course you're trying to avoid having, you know, biting your fingers off too. So, you know, there's that. Okay. Next one up is these facial wipes. These are citrus and vitamin E. I got this at one of these beauty supply stores by where I work, and they have worked out really well. I don't think I paid more than like $5 for this package, and there's like 60 of them in there, and they're just called BC. I'm thinking that they're from New York. Okay. I was thinking that they might be Korean, but no, they're from New York, but made in China. But really nice wipes, you know. Really like them. I went through the whole thing. If I find them around town, I will get them again. If not, you know, it is what it is. Biscuit! Bisky! Pick a boy. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. I love him. He's almost 14 years old now. I think he's getting on 14. All right. pure coconut oil, just nondescript one from Kroger there, if you have a Kroger, Publix, anything like that. I find the cheapest one, honestly, in Kroger or not even Publix, but Kroger. This big jar is something like maybe $5-6. If you get something like this, and this is 30 fluid ounces, so this is huge. If you get a tiny one, like half of this, at like Whole Foods or any other natural food store, this sucker will run you like $11-12. I kid you not. Coconut oil is not cheap. So if you can find it at your normal grocery store and like a big jar like this, then go for it, because that's what I use. I use that for making my eggs in the morning. I use that for any type of sauteing of vegetables or anything like that. I love coconut oil. So that's that. All right, Cliff Bars. I can never have enough Cliff Bars. This is iced gingerbread. Oh, there it goes. Iced gingerbread. This was one of those seasonal flavors that they got. It was phenomenal. It had a little bit of that ginger in it that was seriously like a gingerbread cookie. It was moist. It was nice. It had, made with organic rolled oats. I love Cliff Bars, and they keep you guessing. They have various flavors that come out. They have seasonal flavors that come out. So I'm always buying these, and this and the Lara bars are what I have with coffee for breakfast in the morning. If you follow me on Instagram or on Snapchat, you'll see that I'll be taking pictures of my breakfast bars with my coffee sometimes in the morning and putting it up there on Snapchat for you guys, okay? And of course Instagram. Rose water, rose petal. This is the one with the sprayer top on it. You can also get the one without the sprayer top on it. Available at most health food stores, Whole Foods, Sprouts. What else is there? Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's, I think has some, any place. I always have rose water around. I love to spray this on my face. I love to use this as a toner. Various uses, guys. I just don't do it out. It took me quite a while to get through this bottle. As you can see, this is 8 fluid ounces. It took me quite a while to get through this. So that's why it's in my empties. I think I used this better part of a year. So that's why it's in my December empties, because it took me quite a while to get through. Let me just throw this over here. I'm just putting it on here. Okay. Neutrogena Anti-Wrinkle Deep Daily Moisturizer. I'm almost through it. I've got a little bit ways to go, but I'm almost through it. But I put the box in here for you guys to see that. Really, really good anti-wrinkle deep moisturizer. SPF 40. It has retinol in it. It has salicylic acid in it. That's the, if you can see it, that's the SA over here. SA, salicylic acid. And I think this cost me about, I'm thinking around $8 or $9. It wasn't more than that. Really like it. I can use it under my makeup. You know that I need to get a lot of sunscreen on me, especially when I work and I'm outdoors. I do go work outdoors and indoors. I don't know why he's scratching so much. Biscuit, are you going to sit down? He's acting up, isn't he? He's like, Mommy, what are you doing? Why are you talking to yourself, Mommy? Aw, look at him. Now he's like, she's just talking to herself. What can I do? All right, gel cleanser, the Nudu. I finally got through my Nudu cleanser. And this was sent to me along with some other Nudu products to try, and I've really, really liked it. My only beef with them is that they are pricey. This little sucker, I think, costs like $18, if not more, and it's 1.7 fluid ounces. It took me a little bit of time to get through it, only because I use other products. Aside from that, I didn't exclusively use that, but it took me about 3-4 months to get through it. Now he's showing, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to put him in his cage in a bit if he doesn't stop it. Okay, Differin. He's showing me up is what it is. He's showing me up. Everyone's just watching him and not listening to me at all. I can bet you anything. All right, Differin gel. I still have it in my cupboard, but I wanted to show you guys how that packaging looks like. If you guys want to go pick it up, this is what I use in conjunction now with my retin-a. So I use my Differin and my retin-a, and I mix it up, you know, one day here, and then the next application, you know, retin-a, and then back to Differin. It's been really, really good. I like it. It does not dry out my skin at all. As you guys know from my various videos, I use it for anti-wrinkle, anti-aging, mature skin, keeping my skin just plumped up and really nice. I mean, it just it's a little youth in a bottle, in a tube is what it is. It's just great. Okay, moving along, let's see what else I've got here. I have another micellar water, cleansing water. This is, again, I hope this picks it up here. There you go. This I just got at like Marshall's. It's, who makes this? Jason Pierre micellar cleansing water. If you can find it, it's got a cool little top to it. Completely dried out, as you can see. There's barely anything in there. I just got this at where did I get this? TJ Maxx, and it was $3.99. So yeah, you can't beat that. Hopefully you'll see that. $3.99. You can't beat that. This lasted me quite a while. It was nice. It was not drying. It was nourishing. I really liked it. If I see it at Marshall's again, or TJ Maxx again, I will pick it up. Now he's roaming around. Isn't that hilarious? Okay, moving on. Biscuit, sit down. Just behave yourself. Oh my goodness. All right, CeraVe. Love CeraVe AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I have the AM and I have the PM. I have the PM on my shelf. The AM I already replaced, so this is the empty box of it. Really like it in the morning. It has SPF 30, so that's pretty high up. SPF 30, really good facial moisturizer. I can use it under my makeup. I put it on religiously. If I'm not doing the anti-wrinkle Neutrogena one, that I'm doing this one. I alternate between the two just to, you know, keep my skin guessing, or, you know, how I feel like doing it that day, what I feel like grabbing. No big deal. Really like it. Again, I've talked a lot about that in my other videos. You can go and check out my other videos, like my AM or PM routine, or my, you know, skin moisturizer routine, anything like that. Sonia Kashuk, this is their undetectable loose powder. I don't know about undetectable, but it was definitely a very powdery loose powder. It's completely gone. Went through it, and this is what I used for, you know, finishing off my makeup. It's a light color. I don't know how many colors they come in, or if they do. It's just a translucent powder. No animal testing, it says, so it's cruelty free. It's just loose powder. Very good, very workable powder. I had no issues with it at all. The only issue I ever have with Sonia Kashuk is for a drugstore product. It does run you some money. So I think this probably was about $10, if not more, to buy for a loose powder. Again, you know, middle range there in the drugstore, but Sonia Kashuk products are definitely worth looking into. There's some that are better than others. Right now I do find the powder's great. Their foundation is, their BB cream is really good. They have a really nice tinted moisturizer that I really like. Their other stuff, foundations, I haven't really tried. I don't know, they kind of run up there. I think their foundations are pretty expensive, so I haven't really bit the bullet. Maybe next year I'll do one. I'll buy a couple of things from them and put up a video for you guys if you guys want me to. But so far the powder has been really doing me good, so I really like that. Next up is the Nivea Skin Firming and Smoothing Concentrated Serum, and I'll try to put up a you know, somewhere around here a closer look at the actual tube. This is just the regular lotion. It's not the neck lotion or anything. This is the well, this is the serum. This is the concentrated serum. Okay, that's the one that comes in a pump. I always confuse the two. I've been trying this off and on my neck. I haven't been really diligent with it, and I'm going through it slowly. It's going to take me a while to go through it, but I definitely I'm about like halfway through on the bottle, you know, but I don't use it every day. So will I rebuy it again? I don't think so. I haven't seen a huge difference in my neck. I've seen more using the different and the retin-a on my neck and some of the other moisturizers or oils on my neck than I have with this serum. This was one of those, other YouTubers have mentioned it. Other YouTubers have seemed to have good success with it on their necks. So, you know, again, I bit the bullet and I went ahead and bought it. Not thrilled with it. I mean, the wow factor is not there for me. So that's that. Marula oil. Again, I'll put up a little picture of this closer up, but this is the Cure Marula oil. There it is. Hopefully this will come and do its thing here. And I really like this marula oil. It does a beautiful texturing on my face. It goes right in, it sinks right in. I notice a difference the next day when I wake up. I usually do it at night so it sinks in and I don't have to wear makeup over it. I like to wear my oils at the nighttime so that I don't have any interference with any other substances on my face. So it has a chance to really sink in there and work. I've noticed from except for like my rose hip oil and my almond oil, my marula oil happens to really give a big bang for the buck. I really notice a difference in my skin when I wake up in the morning. I can't explain it. It just looks rejuvenated, you know, plumped up, less wrinkly, less dried out, and definitely for the winter months I have been using it a lot. And I use it, as a matter of fact, after I do my retin-a treatment. One of the things that you can do is, you know, after you wait a few minutes, I usually wait about 18 to 20 minutes after I put on my retin-a or my differin, and then I will use a moisturizer. And the moisturizer that I use is either the marula oil right now or the sweet almond oil. I've been using oils more than creams. I go back and forth. I alternate. I'll use my, what is it, the CeraVe PM also as an after retin-a moisturizer. But if I'm not using that one, then I'll use the marula oil, and I've had really good results applying it, you know, after the retin-a. I've had no issues with it. All right, I went through a 21st Century Essential Pet glucosamine and chondroitin bottle. This is mostly for Biscuit, who's roaming around back here somewhere. I probably lost him here. So been through that one. You know, did it help? I don't know, because he's been on medication now and he did pull his back out. I'm sure it helps him on other issues with other joint issues. He is, you know, getting on 14, so it can't hurt. I keep it around the house. I keep some sort of joint or, you know, glucosamine or chondroitin type of chews or pills that I can put in his food consistently in the house, because I just find that it might help him along and heal better and heal faster. So I'm hopefully a good pet parent. So I do what I can for him to be as comfortable as he can be. Yeah. All right. And here's the CeraVe Skin Renewing Cream Serum. Hey, sorry about that, guys. My computer decided to quit on me because it's buffering and it's full. So anyway, getting back to the CeraVe, there's that one. I've used the tube all the way through. I have not picked one up yet. It's on my plan to pick it up. I just have so many other things that I'm trying to get through, but I really liked this a lot. It just has the retinol in it, and I found it did a lot for my skin. It really did a lot for my skin. I really enjoyed it. It has a pump, if you can see that there. I don't know if anything's left in it. I might be able to squeeze out. There you go. Squeeze out a little more. There. And it's just got this very light buttery look to it. It's like a light creamy buttery look to it, and it's really nice. It's just sinks right in. I had no issues using this at any time. This is one I did not use like right after if I would do my retin-a or my different. I did not use it, but any other time, any other and I use this during the day and during the night. Like I didn't differentiate which way I would go. It does have retin-a in it, so I don't think it has SPF in it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to read this, but it doesn't look like it has SPF in it, so you're going to have to be careful if you're using this and then you go out in the sun, because it does have retinol in it. So you might want to, of course, put on some SPF on the side, alongside of it. Okay. All right. We're getting there, guys. All right. Some foundations that I was using and then I stopped using, and now they are basically expired, I think, so I'm not using them anymore. All right, the first one that I really used to use years and years ago, I don't even think that this is available anymore, guys. It's called the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder, and it's literally a liquid. You shake it up. It's very liquidy, and there was somebody that mentioned it's a dupe for something, and I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was La Mer or some other one, but it's very liquidy. It's some high-end foundation that's very liquidy, almost like watery, and then it goes on watery, you know, liquidy, but then it dries down to a like a matte powder. This one is like that. If you have I'm thinking like oily skin, or you know, medium to oily skin, this is definitely something you might consider. I have normal or normal to, you know, mature skin, dry, not dryish, but really more normal, on the side of dry, you know, more than oily. I do have some oil in my T-zones, but, you know, not a lot. After a while, and just after using this for a number of years, I've gone through obviously more than one bottle. As my skin was changing and maturing, I noticed that it was working for me less and less. I was getting less and less pretty results from it, if that's a way to say it, okay? To the point where I just put this in the back of my drawer, and I hadn't used it now for about 6 months or more. And then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, this is all gunked up. I'm not going to use it anymore. I really need to make room in my drawer for better things, things that my skin today is benefiting from better. Okay, so I just said, nah, I'm not going to use it. And in that same family is the let me put this on here, it's light, there we go, so we can see it a little better, is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. And it's got a broad spectrum of 20. I got Classic Ivory number 20, and then I had Nude number 40. And the reason I got these two is one for the summer and kind of one for the winter. And this was basically my the ones that I found, because I couldn't find the other one, the L'Oreal what is it called, the Magic Nude. I couldn't find that anywhere anymore. So this was kind of like the closest follow-up that someone else was making, another manufacturer. And again, it just along with how my skin has been changing and maturing and all of this, I bought these over a year, maybe a year and a half ago. And I started using it less and less and less, because I was getting less and less results as far as the way I wanted to look. It kind of started to dry out my skin. It was kind of spotty and patchy, and sunk into some of the lines, and I was like, nah, I don't know, I could do a lot better than these two. And it is nice. It's a glass bottle. Again, if you are in you know, that normal to oily range, if you're a younger person and you want to try this out, this is really good, and it goes on finger application. It's very, very easy. In fact, I suggest that you don't use a beauty blender because it is so liquid that if you pound with your beauty blender and you pound it in, I mean, all of it will be kind of absorbed into your beauty blender, and you won't get that much on your skin. It's really meant to apply as a liquid, dot it on here and there, and then buff it in with your fingertips, and it really does dry down to a powdery finish. I can't remember. I don't think I even needed to powder after I applied this foundation, this type of foundation, because it was just so powdery. And obviously, if you have oily skin, it will get better and better within an hour or two. It'll look really, really nice on your skin because your natural oils are starting to blend in with the, you know, with that powdery foundation, and it's just looking nice on me. If again, if you're normal to dry range, it's not going to work because it's just so powdery, and it will remain powdery on you. Okay, enough of that. Okay, I'm down to two, and then that's it. We're done. The butter bronzer, as you can see, hitting pan, completely done with. One of our favorites in this family. Just wonderful. I already have another one up on my vanity ready to go. I mean, I have been using it. It's the butter bronzer. I love this. You can't go wrong with this. This color is absolutely gorgeous. What is it? This is the, is it the medium one? Oh, it's the light bronzer. Okay, this is the light bronzer. I think they come in 2 or 3 shades or tones, you know, a light, medium, and then a deep tone. So this is the lightest one, which is pretty nice for me. I mean, it does give me that really nice sun-kissed look, like I've been out there, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful. It goes on buttery. It blends in well. It works. I haven't found a makeup that it doesn't work with. Okay, that it doesn't go on right with. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Again, you know, I've got one already on my vanity opened up, and I am using it. All right, the last thing I have here, this is the Mega Length, and who makes this? Jeez, I can't even figure out who makes this. I can see something. Well, I'll put it up here. I don't want to say names if I don't see it right, but I'm trying to see it under the light here. Distributor, product, blah blah. I don't know. Mega Length. I'll Google it and I'll put it up here. It might be Maybelline. I don't know. I don't want to say. Okay. I liked this because A, you could bend it. If you can see, I bent it a little bit. And B, the bristles, if you can see that. I don't know if you see it. Let me get in really close here. Hopefully it'll pick up on it. Come on, pick up on it. The bristles are really teeny tiny. Teeny, teeny, tiny. This is meant for my bottom lashes. Not my top lashes, but my bottom lashes. Okay, let's see if that brings it in. Anyway, take my word for it. Teeny tiny. I really liked it on the bottom to really get in there and find those little suckers because, like I said, I have little rabbit lashes. So, you know, this is really, really good. I like it. It didn't smudge under my eyes. Again, it's limited. All I could use it for is my bottom lashes. I did not use it for my top lashes ever because it doesn't build up enough on my top lashes. But my bottom lashes, to hunt and find those tiny little lashes, this was really, really good. I haven't replaced it yet, but I plan to. So, you know, one of those things, I will get to it when I get to it. So that's it. Look, empty. Oh, that's just the top for the glucosamine little thing, the pet stuff. So all empty, everything's done. Thank you so much for you know, sticking it out and I stuck Biscuit into his crate now because he was starting to roam around like, ooh, mommy, play with me, play with me. And since my video crapped out on me, you know, from the stupid buffering situation that I have, I took the opportunity to put him back in his crate over there, so he's sleeping nicely and just snoozing away. It's his little afternoon siesta, so you know that's the way old dogs love to do that, you know, take little siestas. So this will probably go up probably first part of the year, you know, in January. So happy new year to everybody. Happy 2018. I hope that you guys all had a wonderful and joyous holiday season and got to spend some time with family and friends and enjoyed you know, some of the time off if you got some time off. I obviously, you know, by the time this video goes up, I'll be back to work, but yeah, I really, you know, had a good time off. I did have one situation where my husband had to go through a root canal, so I did have to play nurse for a few days and make sure that he's okay, and of course drive him to get him the, you know, get the root canal done, and then make sure he's taking all his medications and the right foods and everything. So that's been kind of trying, but thank goodness we have gone through it while I did not have to go to work, and he's off work right now, so thank goodness he didn't have to take off any time from work, and he can relax and get better and healed up, and you know, then, you know, go back to work and have fun. All right, so I love you guys very much. Please give this a thumbs up and share it to your friends and family so that they can get some information on some of these products that I've been using. And you know, none of this is sponsored. I'll always tell you if anything is PR or sponsored or anything. I am starting to get some PR stuff in, so I'm very picky and very choosy, and kind of 8 or 9 times out of 10 I say no, or it's not for my you know, not for you guys, not for anything that I talk about, and I could I wouldn't use it, or couldn't give an honest opinion about it because I don't use such and such and such. So people have been companies have been reaching out to me as far as, you know, wanting to try stuff. And if I really see that there is a benefit for you guys for me to try something, I will tell them to send it to me. And I do tell them that I need quite a while to go through it. That's another thing. A lot of these people, and let me just say this, I know I'm rambling, but let me just say this. A lot of companies, when they reach out to the YouTube community, they want it now. They want to send you something on a Monday, and you better have a video up by Wednesday or Thursday touting how wonderful their product is, okay? And that's the only way that they'll send you something. Well, it's like, you know what? No. You don't call the shots on my community. You don't call the shots on my channel, and you don't tell me when and how I'm going to react or give you a review on your product. You know, I might sound a little harsh coming like that, but you know, my main thing is your benefit, not their benefit, your benefit. Okay, so if they reach out to me and they have a valid product that I feel that you guys out there, you know, my subbies can benefit from by me trying it, then I will respond back to them and say, yes, go ahead and send me a sample. And it's usually a sample. It's not a full product. You know, PR stuff is like a tiny little bottle of something. And then I'll use it to the best of my ability. And I will tell them that this is going to take me, you know, like a month or more to try. And then after I try it, then I will, you know, probably do a video and give my honest opinion to my subscribers on how it, you know, what it did to my skin, or what it did to my hair, or what it did to whatever body part that I'm putting this stuff on. Okay. And those are my criteria and my conditions for acceptance, okay, for me to accept them sending a product to me. If they bulk at any of that, if they say, no, we want it, we want you to give a positive review no matter what, and we want you to uh, put it up in 48 hours, and we want you to say X, Y, and Z, and what are you going to say? There's a lot of them that will actually ask me, what are you going to say about us? Oh my God, don't say anything bad, let us know, whatever. And it's like, no, I'm going to say what I need to say. Okay, I'm gonna give the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if they have a qualms about that, then they are not the company for me to deal with. So far, I've gotten a couple of companies that are no holds bar. Here you go. We'd love to have you look at our product at your convenience. Try it out at your convenience. If you want to do a review, if you don't want a review, that's totally fine by us. You can say what you want. We just appreciate your time. That's the type of rapport that I like to establish with some companies. And if that's a good thing for both of us, for all of us, okay, because we all learn from each other. All right, I want to know what this product does for me as a mature woman, talking to a certain demographics of people out there. And I might not have, I know I don't have the same skin as a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old or even a 40-year-old. So my skin might be wonderful with your product, wonderful with your product. And it might suck for a 20-year-old to use your product. Conversely, a 20-year-old or 30-year-old or 40-year-old, makeup or beauty guru might find your product wonderful, and it might do nothing for me in my age group. Okay, so that's why we have to be very honest with each other and with everything that's going on. That's why I will give my honest opinion, because I want you guys to know how it's happening in with me, on my face, on my hair, whatever body part I'm using. And you guys can say, oh, I'm the same age as Maria, and I've got the same type of skin, and if she likes it, then it must be okay, maybe I'll try it. Or, oh, she it dried out her skin, or she had breakouts or whatever. Oh yeah, I think I have the same type of skin, so I'll stay away. So that's why I'm presenting it to you as, very subjectively. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, to be up here on my channel and give you a completely subjective opinion, not objective, subjective opinion about these products, how it feels for me to use these products. Okay, so that's it. I'm off my soapbox now. Okay, I'm done. Still rocking it, still loving these. I love you guys. Wish you well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.